You fools! Mad ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. And yes, it's the rehearsal marathon of day 28. I don't know what we're at. No, it's day 5. It's day 5. Yes, and we are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs into the contest of this day. Belarus just rehearsed Alekseev forever. This was basically, not basically, it was Alekseev's second rehearsal. This was the first time you saw it, the second time you saw it, the second time I saw it. So we have a different perspective, those the two of us who may think like suggestions as far as like, did it improve, any changes, and just a raw first opinion from Chris. So since you're the new, not the new guy, but certainly the one that haven't seen it before. What do you think? It's a very elaborate staging, to say the least.
It really is a very elaborate staging, and I prefer this later version of the song, where it starts more slow instead of being.
Which is the one they're using for Eurovision.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Like the Eurovision. So this was revealed, I don't know, maybe a month ago or something.
I don't remember how long ago,
But it was on a much later scale than from his winning performance. And I think my fear of this was actually his live vocal delivery. That was my biggest fear about this. And then he could deliver live. He could, very well. And I think it's a good song. I like it now that we can actually hear his vocal better, where it's not so busy with the beat to begin with, because the first version sounded to me like he was like running after the beat, and the beat was like almost like pushing his voice to a limit where he couldn't keep up with it. So I think the staging was different.
Did you think it worked with the melody of the song, or you think it was too much, or was it really good and you think it'll stick in people's mind and it's going to be just like people will gravitate towards, or the opposite?
I think it's very hard to make the word like forever. How would you make the word forever come out on screen? How would you make it? And also the song lyrics. It's a very heavy lyrically filled song.
You made it also a point earlier about the rose that you didn't like the camera took it.
I think that I don't get the point in a cameraman taking a rose from him, spinning around, giving it over to a dancing girl. When he's standing right next to that girl, he could have given her the rose.
Seems like kind of just like a little like gimmicky thing.
Yeah. And I was a bit meh about it.
But go ahead.
I would say that to me, it's a rosy performance.
The staging is all red, you know. He has the rose that he gives to the girl, then she kills him and almost tried to kill him, but only shoots his hand, you know, in his hand, and then, you know, the roses grow out of his back, so it's very, very rosy, as you said. Too rosy for you, Stefan? Any differences between the first and second rehearsal? Tell me.
It's all about what Eurovision is. It's like cheesy, it's like Eurovision-ish. Yes. The only thing missing is like waterfall fireworks.
Oh yes, like rose petals on the actually coming from the sky, or like real, but that is the effect at least.
Like rose petals, like Ferdinand Mamado had in 2013.
Yes.
Like, and that would be like perfect Eurovision performance for every fan. But generally, I didn't have any fears about his vocals, because I know he's a really good vocalist. Overall, it's a good performance, a good rehearsal, even better than the first one, because some camera shots were perfected. So I think he will sail through also.
Yes. So you're kind of in the same page. Yes. I agree with what you're saying. Actually, it's an improvement, camera shots, but that's fairly normal, you know. Alekseev was pretty consistent in both rehearsals, so he has been pretty confident. It's the camera work. I remember a lot of people were saying, because when we were not the only ones live streaming, there were a bunch of people, like people started laughing. It's not necessarily that they're laughing at the song. It was more of a, oh my god, there's so much going on, and such these crazy effects getting shot in the hand is like almost too much to handle at first. But once you watched it once, it's kind of like, okay, it's coming together a little bit more, and that's how I felt in this rehearsal. The story is a little bit more fluid, even though I also agree with you that it's sometimes less is more. Especially the thing that I dislike the most is the rose effect at the end on his back. I'm like, I don't know. First of all, you can see it's fake. Like even the skin part, it's not his real skin. And it just seems so like, okay, kind of a little, I don't want to use the term tacky, but maybe just a tad over the top. But other than that, I can live with like a themed performance, and as you said, it is so Eurovision. Like some people come to Eurovision to watch that kind of stuff because they never get to see it. I remember talking to all the fans saying, this looks so Eastern European, and not in a condescending manner. It's just something that people really often you see from like certain countries coming from that era. But they put so much work and effort into it. I'm starting to really enjoy it just for that reason. Is it over the top? Maybe. But is it fun? Heck yeah. It absolutely is. Now, anything that you want to improve upon that if you could tell Alekseev?
It's almost like seeing a 3-minute musical.
Oh, really?
It reminds me a bit of a musical. I think it's I think maybe that the staging or the way that all the things going on stage almost distract us from the song, and I don't think it's necessary because the song is good enough on its own merits.
Yes.
And I would say if I would imagine anything else to be done to the song, it would have been like him sitting on at a piano, playing to us. So it would give us the live feel. Because maybe I'm stupid, but I have nothing against.
Kidding.
I have nothing against dancing women. We had Mother from Belgium, but I just didn't understand the heavy dancing from that woman.
Yeah.
How that maybe, yeah.
So
but
you
maybe
kind of scale it back a little.
Scale it a little bit back because I think her dancing was a bit too heavy for it, almost being like a ballad.
Yeah.
But hey,
That's
I would just like to see him with some instruments because I think that would make him seem more. Well, no, not human. But it's just a personal taste.
It's a personal taste. So not okay. What about you? Head of delegation for one day. What would you change or nothing?
Hashtag guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
There is nothing to change. Like I would only like add the water for fireworks, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, you always need to. That is true. That's a good point. Yeah, I don't see anything else that I would change. If you want to go with that theme, I guess I said, I wasn't a fan of the back piece with the roses. But if you want to go, I'll go big or go home, I guess. That's what Belarus is saying. It was enjoyable, and for its reason, it's a tough semi. So this is a tough questions to you guys. Do you think Belarus is going to qualify? As of right now, I know your opinion after the dress rehearsals may change, but just your gut feeling. I'm going to start with you, Stefan.
No need to worry. Yes.
It's a yes from Stefan. I am still, even though it kind of went up it went up in my ranking with the new stage, the new arrangement, and the staging is so much fun. It's such a tough semi. I just don't see it squeezing through. So I will say no. I will say no. Belarus will not qualify. But Chris, you're the tiebreaker now. Tell us.
Oh dear, I am torn apart. This is there's pressure on my shoulder right now. I am torn apart. At one point I'm thinking, hey, it's Belarus. Of course, they will qualify. And I think actually the song alone could be able to get it to the final. I have to stick with a yes.
Oh, a yes.
A little yes.
Well, so we have 2 yeses. I thought I was going to be in the majority, but apparently I'm not. So Stefan and Chris overruled me. 2 yeses. We think it is united. At this point, Belarus will move on to the finals. What do you think? Am I right? Are they right? Let us know. The next country that we're going to talk about is actually Estonia. But for now, leave your thoughts below in the comment section, and we're going to see you soon.